Hey guys, it's Al with techmadeezy. This is the brand new GooLoo GT160. Now this is the dual. If you remember, we did a video on the GT160. One of our complaints was the screen. So did they improve that in this model? It looks like it, but let's look a little closer in a little while. So this has dual cylinders, and that's why it's called dual. So you get more power and faster inflation, which is pretty nice. This also has a flashlight. It has a power bank feature that we're going to talk about later. This has a 10,000 milliamp battery also. So you know what? Let's go ahead and check this out. Let's get this party started. So I'm going to bring up an image on the screen. This is what we're covering. We're going to do a super quick unboxing so you could see what's included. We're going to take a close look. We're going to go over features plus some testing, so be aware. We're going to do specs at the end of the video, and we're going to share some thoughts. So don't miss that. Let's go ahead and get this unboxed. So there you go. It's everything that you get. Now I'm going to throw an image up on the screen. It might help you. And that actually shows in detail everything that's included. But this is what I'm more interested in, right? The unit itself, and I'm very interested in the display. I want to see if this display actually works really good in the sunlight. I know it works good at night, so that shouldn't be an issue. But not too big, not too big. You know, we've got everything that we need here. So let's jump in and check this out. By the way, if you were wondering where all the other nozzles were, they were actually hidden in a compartment right over here. This is a magnetic cover. It opens up and you can actually have, you know, obviously your nozzles with you. And then this just kind of magnetically connects. So there you go. Let's go ahead and cover some basics real quick. So again, the model GT160 dual for dual cylinder. And that's key for obviously improved power. Now, MSRP on this is $159, but you're going to rarely see that, just so you'll know. GooLoo always gives me great pricing. So if you use our link in our video description, you get good pricing, but you also support our channel at no additional cost to you. So thank you in advance. Now, we obviously just did the unboxing. We're going to jump in. We're going to go over main features. We'll do some testing and some other stuff. So let's check it out. Let's jump in and go over key features now. So the first one obviously is going to be this new inflator. It's got dual cylinders, so it's more powerful and obviously going to be faster for inflating. Now, this also has an updated LED screen. They say that it improves visibility in the daylight. Now, as you can see on this demo I'm showing you, the thing that I like is I like the color aspects. You can see those really nice even in the sunlight. I think there is still a little challenge when it comes to the numbers for the PSI themselves. It's a little harder to see. You can see it, but it's still a little harder to see. Let's take a moment now. We'll go over the settings, the buttons, and the ports on the top. So if you press the power button one time quickly, your battery gauge shows up here. Hold it for 2 seconds. It is now on. Obviously, if you press it again, it is actually going to start to use the compressor. We've got up and down, right? Depending on how much PSI you want. So you can manually control your PSI up to 160. And by the way, let's see how far it goes down. So I got 4 PSI. Okay, that's good. Now, cycle button, if you press this button right here in the upper right, it'll cycle car, motorcycle, bicycle, basketball, and custom. All right, so that'll be, I believe, if you set this one, it'll stay the way you want it. So for instance, let's just say I want this one to be 22, right? Because I use this often on my motorcycle or whatever it is. When I cycle through the other settings, you can see that they're already preset and you can change them. But if I go back, it keeps that one for me, which is helpful. That's the flashlight button. We're going to test the flashlight in a little while. So here's a good look at the ports and everything that's on top. You've got your USB Type-C here, again 18 watts, in and out. You've got a USB Type-A, 10 watts, only out, flashlight. That's where you connect your hose for the inflator. And then this is going to be some ventilation. Now, if you want to use this as a power bank, I am plugged into the USB Type-A. So I'm going to get about 10 watts. And in order to make it work, all you have to do is press the power button one time lightly, and then all of a sudden it'll start charging your devices. And you'll see that little lightning bolt in the corner. All right, we are here with the Tesla, and I want to go to 43 psi. Now, they make a claim you can go from 30 to 36 psi in 27 seconds. So I want to bring up a timer, and when I hit start, we'll see if in 27 seconds we can go from, 6 additional psi. So here we go. That actually took 55.47 instead of 27 seconds. But still, it does a good job. But I wanted to test the claim. And let's test the basketball. Obviously, it's not fully deflated, but you do get the pin. It does come with it. So let me connect this, and let's see how long it takes. All right, I cycled over to basketball. They're saying 8 psi. That's about right. I think the most you want to put in a basketball is 8.5 psi. Now the pin is already inside, so I'm just going to push this down and lock it. And then all you need to do now, and I'm going to start this at the same time, is hit the button. All right, about 26 seconds to fill up a basketball to a nice 8 psi. Pretty good. I'm in a dark staircase in the house. I wanted to show you what the screen looked like, and then I want to show you what the flashlight looks like. So let me turn the screen on by holding the button for about 2 seconds. And, this is about a foot and a half away from the camera, but it's pretty sharp and readable in the dark. So that's great, by the way. Again, see my testing outside. I showed a couple of videos on the what the PSI looked like outside compared to the color. And, I'll talk about what I like and what I don't like later on. But let's turn on the flashlight. So if I hold the button down, and I am in my staircase, so I figure I'm going to have to pull this camera back, but I hold the flashlight off. Again, just turn it back on. It actually does a pretty decent job, to tell you the truth, in the pitch black. So this can really be helpful, and it's showing the dog hairs on the rug on the staircase, so that's wonderful. But not bad at all. I mean, look, I'll turn it off and turn it back on. Now, I think it's got other modes, so let's see. I'm going to press the button again. And it looks like that is SOS mode. And if I press it again, that's just regular flashlight. So there's no strobe. They used to add strobe. I don't know why. So yeah, there you go. That's the flashlight demo. And that's what the screen looks like in the dark. We're going to now jump into specs, okay? So the model number, GT160 dual for dual cylinder. MSRP on this is $159. You will probably never see that price. If you use our link in the video description, we'll always update it to make sure you have the best price. And if there's a discount code, we'll put that there from time to time. And by the way, if you use our links, you support our channel at no additional cost to you. If you can do that, that'd be great. All right, noise level. So this is 80 dB or less, depending on the mode. Protection, you have overcharge protection, so you can't overcharge it, and you have high temperature protection. So it will shut down if it starts getting hot, so you don't have to worry about it catching on fire. Now it's got multiple modes, so it's got car mode, 32 to 40 PSI, but don't forget, you can change those settings. SUV, light truck, 30 to 80 PSI. Motorcycle, 26 to 40 PSI. Bike, 30 to 145 PSI. Custom, anywhere from 4 to 160 PSI. Now, recommended maintenance, by the way, on this, they say that you should charge and use it every 3 months for battery health. Don't charge this and leave it in a closet for a year. It's not good for the battery. That's really what it comes down to. Operating temperature range is -4 degrees to 140 degrees. Now, I will tell you, let's say you want to use this on a commercial truck and it's 120 degrees outside. This is going to fail. It's just not made for it, right? That heat and, you know, how long it takes to actually blow up a commercial tire. You know, we're talking those big tires, right? But, you know, your normal car, your light duty truck, it should work really well for you. Now, this only weighs 2.02 pounds or 0.916 kilograms. It has an 18-month warranty, and I've got a couple more things to go over. So the length of the air hose is 11.8 inches. The battery in here is a 37 watt-hour battery or 10,000 milliamps, which is nice. It does have a USB type A port on the top we showed you earlier. That is a 10 watt port. So just so you'll know, and it is only an out. You can only use it to charge your phone. And then the USB type C is an in and an out. And it is 18 watts. It also has an LED light, which we also showed you before when we did our testing. Hopefully you saw that. So I want to share my pros and my cons with you. I'm going to start with the cons. So the color display is really nice. First of all, I like that. But the numbers that are important are obviously going to be the PSI. And the PSI still is a little hard to read in the sun. You can see it. I'm not kidding. You can see it. I just think they should have made those color. That's all I would say. If they would have made the numbers color, you would have seen them better. Because anything that was color, I could see very, very good in the sunlight. Pros, this is a 3-in-1, which is nice, right? Great inflator, works very well. Power bank, USB-A, no issues. And a simple flashlight. So I like that. The tire inflator worked very, very well, right? I mean, testing it on basketballs, bike tires, and even my Tesla tire. So did a really good job. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for watching our video. I sure hope you found it helpful. And if you did, give us a thumbs up. We'd appreciate that. I'm going to go ahead and put our social media up on top if you want to follow us, and you'll be able to subscribe to our channel by clicking this round Tech Made Easy logo. Guys, thank you so much and have a wonderful day.